Hey all, this is Urs, and one last little thing before we leave the Aymara for good. We will go through our little scoreboard here just to see how different it is from doing a kind of a conquesty domination kind of victory. So as you can see, because we didn't kick everyone in the teeth, we are not the biggest, baddest person on the map. Maria has the most people, though we are third. Haile Selassie has the most food, though we are second. Manufacturing goods, so she has way more production, way more money. Land, we actually have the most surface area, which is surprising given how large some of these empires are, but I guess we just have a lot of culture border expansion. So this actually I did not expect, but we are there. Haile Selassie has the biggest military, and we are sixth. This is likely why he thought he could kick our butt, but he failed miserably because we have good tech. Approval, we are last because, I don't know, tourism pressure. England is number one because one city. And we are number one in literacy, unsurprising because we went science victory. So let's take a look. We are still Augustus Caesar. Yay. Not quite as high as the other stuff, but scores don't matter too much. So replay, let's look at the graphs for a moment. The most important thing here, I think, is going to be our science. That's the way we won ultimately. So let's just take a quick look at that while we can. And we are the Aymara here. So as you can see, we started off more or less level. We were a little low from the leader here. Then we took off. We dropped because of the factory and anarchy because of nationalizing utilities. And then we just started taking off. Yet another boost, and then just onward and upward, we started bulbing people. So we really did keep up science really well, as is par for the course for our playthroughs. But again, here, this is probably the biggest science number we've had, 15, 16. Usually the game was, I think, over by the time we got to this point before. But this is a big old science number. I kind of like seeing that in the corner. We showed off the freedom ideology here, so another great way to take science victory besides order, which is kind of the usual policy of choice, as it gives a good balance between science production and happiness. Very strong happiness policies. Freedom, not so many strong happiness policies as you saw, but a lot of stuff to do with culture, tourism, and a lot of good use of great people. So it's another great way to kind of go to a science victory through using great people academies and all that wonderful stuff that we know freedom provides. Yeah, more or less. Okay. Propaganda much? Probably not going to look at the map this time, mainly because we didn't do conquering, so not as quite as fun to see. Though we can kind of take a quick look, I guess, just to see how people expanded, because I didn't really know what was going on the other side of the map. So let's see if Ethiopia's expansion was kind of early at some serious dropping, because Iroquois, there you go, they're expansive again, moving places for their cities to settle. Portugal really expanded hard, and she went liberty. That's not unexpected. But the Iroquois didn't expand that much, and Haile Selassie is trying to keep up with Portugal at this point, just dropping cities left and right. We were the first of 4 cities, though, which is pretty interesting, after Portugal, that is. And then the Zulu came up, and then we kind of stuck with 4 until we took London. But we ended the game roughly around the same turns we ended our domination victories at 322, but as you noticed, because we weren't attacking the AIs, their science actually stayed pretty high, their outputs. So we had much more advanced units coming our way by the time the game ended. Here we go. Yeah, Ethiopia is dropping cities left and right, and Portugal making some massive culture spread. Look at that. So much space taken over by her culture borders. It's quite remarkable. And then she started going into city spam mode at the end of the game. And it just cracks me up how aggressive Haile Selassie was this game. It's just too funny. And we were peaceful this whole time. Everyone was friendly, and then London tried to kill us. We killed her back, liberated a city-state even, and then everyone decided to try and kill us. I don't understand exactly why the AIs were thinking that way. I understand the last war here because they were trying to stop me from finishing the spaceship. That is totally, I get that. But the earlier one, where they just all went kind of loco and decided to try and murder us in our sleep, that one I don't understand so much. But hey. All right, so that's been a little epilogue here. It's time to take a look at how the trajectory of the game went. And now I think I actually want to see what the heck this button does. What does Go Beyond Earth do? I'm not sure if this is going to pick up a screen of Go Buy Beyond Earth, or this is actually going to launch Beyond Earth, causing our recording to crash. But this is making the epilogue exciting. Here we go. Let's push the button and find out. Okay, yeah, it opens Steam Marketplace to see, hey, go buy Beyond Earth and play it. Yep, save 50% on Sid Meier's Beyond Earth. Is that something based on our victory here, or is that actually a sale this week? That would be hecka funny. Yes, I do own Beyond Earth. I haven't put too much time into it. We might explore that later. There you go. But that's pretty funny. Save 50%. Is that current? This week's thing? It must be daily deal. Okay, look at that. Maybe this is your link to the game. Offer ends March 23rd. All right. Well, cool. So if you want to pick up Beyond Earth now, apparently free advertising is a good time now. It's half price. All right. So thank you so much again for watching this Aymara playthrough and joining me for this epilogue, this post hoc analysis of how things went. And we will be starting up a new series, as always, right after this one. So join me for that as we explore another great modded Civ from the very active and awesome Civ 5 community. All right. Thank you, as always. Any comments, likes, dislikes are always welcome to keep me improving and expanding the channel. And until I bring you another awesome Civ, I've been Earth signing off. Thanks so much for your viewership. Until then.